What is up, guys? We are live. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so today will be the same thing as yesterday. We'll be playing Ride 5. Let me remove Caster Labs, you guys can see that. We will be playing Ride 5 career mode and hopefully buying my dream motorcycle in the game, being the Yamaha R7. And we'll be doing more stuff. We'll do a lot, and I do plan to stream for a little while. So let's get into it. Also, if you were not here yesterday, there is this. You guys can't see it. Okay, well, if you guys could see the screen, there's a square in the center that if you subscribe or if you donate or do something, it'll show up here. It'll show your name and like, oh, subscribed, followed, this, that. But let's go into the game. There we go. We're back. Also, if you guys see, the chat is bigger now. You guys can read it. I noticed yesterday I couldn't really read it that well, so now we can read it better. And it just looks nicer. The people can read it. Also, I do expect chat to be like moving here like a lot. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. All right. That BMW, I believe that's the M1000, is beautiful. There we go. So there's no place like home for the holidays. Unreal Engine, if you guys, there's a video like Unreal Engine 5 demo or something. That video is wild to me. It's crazy how they were able to actually get a game to look that realistic. It, no joke, looks like a movie. I might pull it up. Probably not. I'll probably forget about it in a little bit. But it is crazy to me how a game engine can look that good. Also, if you guys have seen the like trailer for GTA 6, that thing is crazy. I'm pressing any button. So what I love this game. For it's like one of not one of the best games I've ever played. I've played a lot of games, being from Gran Turismo 4. I never played Gran Turismo 4 when it came out, but I have played it. And I've played Gran Turismo 4. I have 5 Prologue, and 6. So I will say it's one of the best games I've ever played, but it is not the best. The best probably would have to be Gran Turismo 7, or actually my favorite is Gran Turismo 6, but Gran Turismo 7 would definitely come second. Gran Turismo 6 was the one that actually introduced me to racing. That was the one that like sparked that for me. But yeah, let's. How much is the Yamaha R7? Because we have a Yamaha TFR, TZR 250R. Let's see. Where's Yamaha? There it is. I love the Yamaha Naked Sport, but I probably wouldn't have one. The one that I really do like is the CB1000. This one. This is one of my favorite Naked Sport motorcycles. Because look at it. It's, I mean, like, it's really nice. This is the one that I would have. Of Kawasaki, I also love the H2R. I know some people really like the ZX1000. I am not a fan of this one. Of course, everybody has their preferences, right? But of this one, I'm not that much of a fan of it. Also, I think I should probably move the chat. Is that good? We'll leave it there for now, but I don't like... I'll change it later. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. Let's put it... Huh. Kind of sucks that it's so big, but I'll move it in my free time. I don't even know why I'm adjusting it right now. Agusta MV. What are these? Because I believe in the Crew 2, they make planes. F4. Usually the letter right next to it would mean like engine thing. Like you see like the Ducati Panigale V4, it's a V configuration. Yeah, configuration. Here's my controller is disconnected. Nope, there it is. Alright, well, let's go back to what we came for. Yamaha R7. Not the R7. These are cool too. Yeah, they're cool. I have nothing bad to say about this. These are also so cool. I just love that aggressive, like wasp looking front end. It looks really cool. And then here's the R6. I do have enough money to buy the R6. What about the R1? So that's a 2014. Do we have enough for the one that I want? So we have enough for a 2019. If I had to choose, okay, so that's these are R1s. The R1M is 28,000. We can grind a good amount and it will like it'll serve us for the thing. But if I really had to choose, I would definitely go for the 2020 just because the color is that much nicer. But also in these types of games, racing games, you can't spend your money that quickly. Because a little bit of like, you spend your money too quickly and then you're supposed to buy a new motorcycle and you don't have the money. So let's finish that championship that we started. We did 2 races of the championship yesterday. We'll just finish that one because it's 3 and then it should probably give us like a payout on something. Okay, so see, it's like 600cc sport. Well, see, we finished the 2 other ones. Now let's finish that one. Circuito Ricardo Tormo. See, this garage is so cool. Man, I would love that. Imagine just a garage, your car, your motorcycle, and a bed. And a little gym setup. So that's all I need. I'll sleep on the floor if I need to. But I would prefer to have a bed. See, championship rankings. I don't see how I'm 5th, considering that I got, I believe, 3rd on both of them and 1st on one of them. But I'm 5th right now. I think you get 25 points. Or like, is it 25 or 21? I don't know. I know you. I don't know if this is like Formula One where you get an extra point for fastest. Fastest lap. I don't know if it's like that, but let's start the race. That guy just fell off of his bike. Okay, I went off the road, but that was a decent overtake. I find that wide entries go really well in this game. Gives you that space to like brake and turn at the same time. That was really cool. That was really nice. I like that one. This motorcycle, I think in general, is just a really cool bike. We didn't go off the road and we are still a second in front. I don't know how you defend in a motorcycle. Cause I can get in a car, you can like block the inside, but on a motorcycle, the other guy can just kind of like scoot on through. Okay, we're going a little wide here into the gravel, but we are still a second behind, or a second in front of everybody. Now it's 5/10, 4/10, 3/10. The thing is lowering, but 2/10, and he overtook me. Ooh, nice overtake through the inside. I kind of forced him out, but that was a pretty good overtake, I think. Okay, we went wide there, but we can just... We're still 6/10, 5/10 in front. 4/10, 5/10 again. He's gaining, but we are faster, I think. Really cool game. I really like the physics too. I really like the graphics on this game and the fact that I can run it on my... It's like a mid computer. It's not high end, because high end would be like RTX 5090. If I'm being real, this is probably close to lower end, but it's still pretty powerful. I'm running an RX 580 Intel Core i7, but like the 4700. So it's older components, but it runs like every game I want it to. And the thing that I like about this game is that I can run it at max graphics, no problem at all. It does appear we have the win for the last race. Awesome. And is that fastest lap? That is indeed the fastest lap. Oh, we have enough for the R1M. That's how much money we have now. 28.5. Oh, that's tight. CBR 600R 2009. It's not my favorite generation, but it's a free bike. I will take that any day. That is so cool. I'm not skipping this. I really want to see. This is the first time I get a cutscene for like a motorcycle. Dang, that's... See, the graphics on this game are just so nice. But the CBR 600 in black and red just looks beautiful. And we have a new category unlocked. 4 races. I didn't know motorcycles raced at Monza. This is Kent County. This is Brands Hatch. Oh, you can loan a bike. Ugh. But let's... I don't believe you can loan the bike actually, because it only gave me the option for the CBR 600, so I would imagine it's like a spec. No, a one make race. One make meaning only one vehicle is allowed. What is this green light here? I don't know what that is. You know what? I actually think it's from... My camera has a green light on the plastic. I think it's reflecting onto that. Because there's nothing here. Alright, let's lock in. See, we have AI difficulty at 40%, but I feel like it's still easy. Which I'm not complaining. This motorcycle already sounds nicer. Also, you can pop wheelies on this one so much easier. And they are fast. They're crazy fast. I am going to rewind that because... These things are crazy fast. Nope. We are second. And there doesn't appear to be ABS. Because I hit the brakes 100% and it kind of locked up the rear tire. Okay, see, I fell off. Why? So what, you have to brake here? You can't give it too much angle while braking. Okay, so we're right here again. This is where I overtook him last time. See, the bike kind of like wants to slip. We're first. Let this be our first world championship. because there are only 4 races, and if we get first place in all of them, this will be a championship. 5/10 ahead. Wheelie this thing. Maybe that wasn't the best idea, but so what is this Clark curve? The Clark curve being the one we just drove on is, I think, one of the most technical corners of a lot of tracks. Like the Graham Hill curve. Graham Hill isn't that hard. You just have to like hit the apex really nice. Right here, it is a little bit harder on the Clark curve, being because like a lot of times you're accelerating and then the car wants to spin. The oversteer really gets it whenever you're exiting the corner, it really starts to spin. First place, baby. We have $32,000. That will be enough to buy the Yamaha R1. And I did see right now on the replay, it is indeed a one make race. I saw a whole bunch of other people, like everybody else on track, had the same motorcycle, the CBR 600. Are you supposed to rev bomb for the good launch? I don't think so. That guy just rear-ended me. What was that? Okay. Everybody's piling up there. See, everybody was just piled up. It was kind of my fault, but let's see. I kind of hit this guy. The bike gets unsettled. Let's keep going here. Still going, still going. We are third place, third place. Still third. We are trying to attack for first place. I want to get the max amount of points in the championship. We are second place. Should try to go later on the brakes. Okay, we are third. But we still have 2 laps to go. And I was a little late on the brakes there. He's around what? 2/10. He's about to overtake. I'm gonna defend the inside. I'm gonna try to be late on the brakes. Let's try to be late on the brakes again. Okay, they are on the grass. See, that was the easiest overtake ever. You just let the people in front battle it out and hit you, apparently. Hey, but see, this is great stuff right here. Just still gotta kind of defend. I'm still learning how to race with motorcycles, but we still gotta like kind of defend the inside. So this is... We have 1 lap left. Lap 3 is coming up. Lap 3 of 3. See, we can do wheelies so much easier on this one. With the 250, man, I was struggling. It was only like if we were at like... at launch, basically. We're a second in front of second place. We keep up this pace, we should have fastest lap and first place again. Okay, see, how does that happen? And the thing is that I don't have a sensitive controller. I want the DualSense. The DualSense PS5 controller, I've always wanted that one. It's just they're so dang expensive. Like, even used at GameStop, they're like 40 bucks. So I still gotta save a little for those, but I know those you have the capability to trail brake because of the sensitive triggers. Because I'm using like a Xbox One controller and it's wired too, so it's not the best controller, probably not the most precise, but it does what it needs to. We can adapt. Right here, let's do a wheelie across the line. Wheelie it across the line. That's what I'm talking about. AC, first place, fastest lap. 40 points. Okay. So we are currently 480 points into the championship. I think we might be able to finish the championship on stream. We finished it? No, we still need 2. Yeah, I don't know why it started me here. It was a little weird. Okay, that's sick. I didn't know it told you, it showed you the motorcycle, I think, right there. Monza, I am very excited for Monza. I've always driven cars here. Being one time that I drove around 200 laps in the Mercedes AMG GT3 in the simulator because of the AMG Virtual Championship. I think the world record was like a 147, like a 147.5. I got a 147.7. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, apparently my controller disconnected. I'm back. The controller's on. Oh, so it's a time trial. The exit out of that corner was really important. I didn't like that corner. We could have done so much faster. So I watch MotoGP sometimes, being because a lot of the races, they're like 5 in the morning over here. But I watched the, was it Singapore, I think, and which other one? I know that I watched the Spanish Grand Prix, the MotoGP. It's because I'm not, this is my first year watching MotoGP, so I'm not big on it. But do they race at Monza? Because if they do, that would be like, it's insane. Because in Formula 1 cars, you're reaching crazy speeds. Right here, me just riding this motorcycle right now, a CBR 600, we are maxing out the rev limiter. Ascari is one of my favorite corners. Wheelie this thing. I think we might be able to cut gold. This corner is very important for the lap time. We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1. Silver. What was that? The finish line is back there. I don't know what that was, but the finish line was more behind. Let's go for gold. Also, this messed it up kind of. Alright, let's go. Let's aim for another lap time. At least silver. See, 255 kilometers an hour is... I don't know how much 255 is in kilometers. I mean, in miles per hour. But I know 400, or is it 500, is around 310 kilometers an hour. I believe 500 is 310. I feel good about this lap. I just didn't like the initial chicane on the main straight. I don't like how slow the exit is there. I know we can definitely improve there. Here comes Ascari. Variante Ascari. That there's two Ascari. Can't do a wheelie. We might be able to make it on this one. To silver. Yes, we made it to silver. What happens if I just full send into the wall? Into the wall. My controller vibrated like crazy, but I'm happy with that. I know probably where we could improve is definitely this first chicane. We have $40,000. I believe we can buy a Ducati, but I don't want to. I want to buy the Yamaha. Let's finish the last race. This is a race, I think. Hopefully, because I'm not a fan of the time trials. It says single race. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it means like actually a race and not a time trial. Yes, it is a race. So this track looks a little complicated, not gonna lie. But ain't nothing we can't fit. Okay. What happened there? I leaned too much while braking, I think, and I fell. Let's come back. See, you're trying to hit me, but I'm first place. Okay, I didn't see that corner. But see, we're following the correct line. That's the important part. Okay, see, I don't like the racing line, but I kind of need it because I don't know where to brake. Because I know the concept of racing lines. I mean, I drive race cars, right? But it's just like braking with the motorcycles and then... Okay, I fell. Nope, let's go back. Let's go back. Right here. We have to go before then. Probably here. We are... Okay, I got distracted. Around a second in front of the guy in second. Man, I keep getting distracted. Just overtook on the inside. Overtook again on the apex. That was clean. Let's do a wheelie. See, I think we're over slowing for the corner. Which in racing games, that's the first thing they tell you. If you want to go pro, turn off the racing line. Learn to you need to learn the basic concept of racing lines and what a double apex is. But also specifically where to brake. A lot of times racing games, it'll tell you to brake, but you're supposed to brake like an hour before. An hour being exaggerating, right? But a lot of times it'll tell you to brake and you can brake like 100 feet later. Also in racing, you're never really braking. So you will be braking at a fixed spot. Like you try to get a reference, but sometimes when you're battling with somebody, say like you're battling for position, you'll likely brake later. You'll try to brake later than them. Okay, see, that's nice. That's nice. See, we could have had a little more speed there and it told me to brake. If I just probably lifted a little, it probably would have been probably a perfect corner. See, I'm braking later than the AI and still making the corner by a lot. And like over slowing like crazy too. We're almost 2.5 seconds in front of the pack. Being second, third, fourth, and down. So motorcycles. If there's anybody watching, throw it in the chat, because I know if you're watching this, you probably like motorcycles or cars. Throw something in the chat. What's your favorite motorcycle? What's your favorite car? My dream car is the G87 BMW M2. And I really want a Yamaha R7. And of course, I want more cars, being that I'm a car enthusiast. Of course, I want more motorcycles. But those are my dream cars. Or dream vehicles. Okay, that's a corner cut. But what's a 10-second penalty when you're 20 seconds ahead, right? We are 4 seconds in front. And it is last lap. Let's wheelie across the line. Not across the line. I thought that was the main straight. Oh, okay, so this is the main straight? Yes, this one. There we go. And I got fastest lap. And this is the last race of the championship. So, that means we are world champion. And we can buy another motorcycle now. Okay, it disconnected again. Alright, we're back. Alright, where's my motorcycle? So it says leaderboard points, 135 out of 145, and they give me a bike. Being this one. They want me to nail every single event in the championship. I don't see how we can get gold on this one. I know it's 100% possible. But see, it gave us that one. I think because it was necessary for the next one. How many races? Okay, so Daytona. There's got to be a catch to this one. It's a head-to-head race. But I have never seen that track layout. I've only raced at Daytona Oval and Daytona Inner Track for the endurance race of IMSA. I've only raced on the oval and the inner track. I've never seen this inner track layout. But let's start the race. It's 3 laps, head to head.
His first love was for car racing, where he earned his nickname Fast Charlie. After winning at Daytona on 4 wheels, he's determined to make history on 2. At 34, he's got all the experience he needs to get on the podium.
I don't know about that. 40% difficulty? Oh, they're on Suzuki's. I didn't even see that. Off the line, we're faster. I left the inside wide open and he didn't take it. He's almost a second behind. Okay, now it's a little more than half a second. Still kind of slow. Okay, we fell off. Alright, we're back. 1.5 seconds is a lot for supposedly Hey, but I have respect for the guy. It said ex-car racer. I respect it. See, this layout is so weird. I've never raced here. Man, this has to be so cool. Racing bikes at Daytona. Because I love racing cars at Daytona. Not as the oval track, but as the inner track. The GT3 track. But I can just imagine the speed you gain going. And also, the track is like angled like crazy. See how, I believe it's a 43-degree angle? So I can just imagine that on motorcycle. That's still gotta be scary. We're maxing out the rev limiter. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And we fell off. This corner, man. Let me look at chat real quick. Hey, Audrey. That's fun. Thanks for watching. We are racing bikes. We have enough to buy the Yamaha R7, but I don't want to spend all the money because usually in these racing games they make you buy something later, but I'll probably still end up buying the motorcycle. But regardless of that, we are 4 seconds in front of supposed experienced enough for podium, so. But also we are in easy difficulty. But I don't want to rank up the difficulty because then, okay. What is happening around here? And I can't like spin it. I'm braking too much and it'll like lock up. Let's keep going. Also, this is a 650cc. This is a big bike. We can wheelie it next time around because we still have 1 lap left. Let's pop a wheelie right here. Even though it's angled like crazy. Actually, maybe on the main straight. I don't want to crash. But the crazy thing is that this bike maxes out the rev limiter on the straight here. I think I'll like brake a little. Yeah, it's just not enough torque. I'll do it around here somewhere. Also, for those of y'all watching, I was talking to my brothers the other day, and to me my favorite color is red, so this might be a little biased, but for rings, not just rings, jewelry in general, but for me it would be rings because I don't wear anything other than like a chain. Would you guys prefer diamonds or rubies? Because to me, diamonds are always talked about and they've become so talked about. Like, I don't really, they're expensive, but I feel like that's the thing. It's just like they're white or clear and they're expensive. Well, as with a ruby, they're red and they're really beautiful. See, we're wheeling it right there. At least to me, I would 100% prefer a ruby ring. But I don't know if that's just my preference or if other people feel the same. But I also like diamonds. But if I had to choose one, it would definitely be ruby. Hit the wall. Hit the wall again. How? I'll just brake right here. We're coming up on the end here. There's the final lap. I think we're 6 seconds in front. Let's brake a little. Can I do a wheelie across the line?
You beat Fast Charlie in this challenge. You won't be
I have
forgetting
never
your
seen
name
that.
for a while.
He just spun like crazy. But we get a new bike. I believe they are going to gift us a 650. Suzuki. Alright, 58 grand is crazy. I think we'll buy the motorcycle and they are going to give us one, I think. There it is. Man, see, I like this game. They gift you motorcycles and you can buy your own motorcycles. Right now we have a Yamaha TZR 250, a 2014 CBR 600, and now this bike. As I said last time, and the thing is, like, man, it's just like, I always say I'm not a fan of some motorcycles, being specifically the Suzukis, because of the single headlight. But man, it's just like every single motorcycle starts to grow on me. It's like they're all beautiful bikes, and like really I'm the what's it called? There's a word for it, but basically like extravagant, like epitome or something like that. Like basically some of the best ones. But let's buy our new motorcycle. Oh yeah, actually let me show y'all. This is the first bike that they gave us. 2-cylinder 250cc. Then comes the CBR 600 from 2009 and the Gixxer 600. Let me buy the bike. How much is the M1000? Gotta be crazy expensive. 33. But you unlock it. You can buy it, but you unlock it. M1000. So the game is realistic. They don't put crazy prices on their motorcycles. But let's buy that Yamaha, and if I have enough money, I'll buy a Ducati. And the R1M. Man, this thing is beautiful. I didn't know it was a 4-cylinder. Well, actually, I think it has to be a 4-cylinder. So there's a 2019. I will be buying this one. X. Of course, my controller disconnected. We're back. It's connected again. Oh, and they give you different colors? Does the R1M have different colors? It does not. If I had to get one in real life, it would probably have to be black. I love the idea of me riding a motorcycle with a black helmet and... Let's see this cutscene, man. See, the graphics on this game are great. And the Yamaha just makes it that much better. Yes, I will indeed set the bike as the default. I might buy a Kawasaki Ninja or a Ducati. I am not sure yet. Being that if I'm going to get a Ducati, it has to be the Super Leggera. 100 grand. Never mind. The V4R. We do not have enough money for this one. We have enough for this one and the Panigale V4. I think a Kawasaki. Do not have the Ninja 400. The H2R is probably the one to go. 55. Let's buy the H2. Yeah, still leaves us with 8 grand. That's enough. I will not set the bike as default just because a Yamaha is my favorite bike, but dang, these bikes are beautiful. And I think that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will be logging off now, but thank you, Audrey, for watching my stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. And also, I hadn't noticed there's like a blue ring around my camera. Like, see, like right here. I don't know what that's about, but thank you for watching, Audrey. It means a lot. And thank you to everybody else who supports me. Um, I will be streaming on Monday. My brake pedal springs are finally here, and I have installed them. So we will be racing on Monday, and I will be racing motorcycles on Friday next week. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.